Welcome back to Membership Monday. Actually, I have big news for you. We are changing the name of this podcast to the Membership IQ because we know that you are tuning in to raise your IQ about membership and to better understand what drives the market and engages members today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Sarah Sladek, your host. And today we are doing a health checkup. How healthy is your association? How do you know if it's healthy? Well, let's start by taking your temperature. I brought my thermometer. Let's take a closer look. How are you feeling? Looks like you're not feeling so great. Let's figure out why. So there are many metrics when it comes to looking at membership. More often than not, people say that membership is healthy when you are recruiting members and you have lots of new members, or when you have high retention of members. But that's only part of the story. I have learned through my experience of working with associations that a lot of associations struggle when they stop paying attention to age. Yes, age. It's a controversial subject. Bear with me. I'm going to ask you that very, very personal question. Lean in. Here it is. How old is your association? Yeah, how old? Not how many years have you been around. That's not what I mean. I mean, literally, what's your average age? What's the average age of members? What's the average age of board members? Are you succession planning? Do you have a pipeline of members coming into the fold? And if the answer is no, that's very telling about the health of your association. You see, for years and years, really since the beginning of time, we've had hierarchy in our society, and everyone gathered around the elder of any given society and learned from that elder. And knowledge was passed down and power was passed down from the elder. That's not the case anymore. No. No. And here's why. Because as time has gone on, we've had access to more education, more technology, more information than ever before. And over time, every generation's become a little bit more intelligent than the generation that came before them. Now we're beginning to realize that every generation has something to learn and something to teach. Not just the elders, but every generation, every person has different skill sets, different experiences, different wisdom to bring to your table. So why do we struggle with aging out? I can't tell you how many associations I've heard from who've had to close their doors because they couldn't engage younger generations of members, and they literally aged out. And all too often they age out because they don't want to let go of their traditions. They're used to doing things a certain way, and they will risk everything to hold steadfast to those traditions, even though decline is happening all around. Just recently, I've been hearing from associations that say that their average board member is in their 70s. This is not acceptable. We can't be closing associations or having boards of directors that are all over the age of 70, leading our associations and expect to stay healthy and survive. That's impossible. If you want a future for your association, you have to literally talk to the future of your association. There are far too few associations out there that take the time to really ponder, are we healthy? In that, are we engaging our entire community? They become so fixated on that hierarchy and so fixated on traditions that they neglect that concept of membership community. The very reason that you are an association in the first place. It's to resemble a community and represent a community. And a community is diverse. A community has several different age groups represented, several different demographic backgrounds. And yet we know for a fact that many associations remain largely governed by men who are Caucasian and over the age of 50. Again, this is a problem. Because now when you bring people together who all have the same skill sets and backgrounds and experiences, you create this echo chamber. And we know this to be true. When I say to associations, you have an echo chamber here. You're just, homogenous thinking is happening constantly with your organization. And they always nod and say, yeah, I guess so. But they're not taking the effort to get out of that prism and actually bring in new ideas and new people. They are not willing to let go of their hierarchy. And that hierarchy creates these widening gaps in associations. And when we do surveys and focus groups with young people, they say, no surprise here, I feel like I don't fit in. I feel like there's no place for me to belong. I feel like I would never have the opportunity to lead. I feel like I have to wait my turn. I feel like this isn't a community for me. And they would be right. So if membership is declining, I would urge you to take a really good look within the association. It's not a time to do a member get a member campaign. It's not about trying to all of a sudden bring this influx of new people in or launch some new technology. No, it is as simple as that. Look within and ask yourselves, are we truly representative of a community? Are we truly prioritizing our succession plan? Are we truly engaging the next generation of members? Or are we stuck in the past? Practice what you preach, get out there and get new members, young people. Listen to their viewpoints and you will stay healthy. I'm Sarah Sladek. Thank you for tuning in. You're already improving.